All right, y'all, man. Q&A part 2 with my man Bam. All right. Got a question here from Nick. Was you always eating so little protein in your... the question, he has a question mark. He says 70 grams. He's talking about protein.
Yeah.
70 grams a day is what you say you eating?
That's the lowest I eat. It's
Okay,
like,
so hold on. Okay, 70. It says, was you always eating so little protein in your skinnier days? Because he got a question mark next to 70 grams. So talk about that 70 grams you were saying.
Okay, honestly, guys, like with the, I don't count calories. I don't calculate how much protein I get. Some days, what I meant, and I didn't say 70. I think I remember when somebody asked me that question, and I put 78 grams. But that's the lowest I get in a day. Like.
Okay, because I see 70 grams all over the place.
That's the
I
that's
see
the
a lot.
lowest.
You said 70
That's
something.
the lowest I get.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's the lowest I get. Like, it could be 112 to 150. Who knows? Like, there's days I get hungry and I eat literally every 1.5 hours. You know, of beans, nuts, all the you know, the legumes, all of that stuff. So. When they ask that question, I'm saying that's the lowest amount of protein I get in a day from a plant-based diet. So.
Okay. Also, now we have Raul. He says, speak more about protein. 72 grams. Do you feel that's enough for your size?
Yes.
So once again, yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Honestly, protein is not the only thing that's gonna help you like look in shape. Yeah, it's one of the most important things, but it's not the only thing. Like, people run away from carbs. You need carbs to work out. You need carbs for energy, to do things, you know. There's a lot of things your body needs, you know, iron.
But he says the protein. So he said 72 grams a day. You feel that's enough for your size?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, that's not what I get every day. Like, maybe on a rest day where it's like, you know, my metabolism is not running that quick. That's the low. I said that's the lowest I get. That doesn't mean that's what I get every day. Like, that's definitely not what I get every day. But I would say that's enough for certain days. But it's not. I can't say that's enough for every day.
All right, but that's the minimum.
That's the minimum. Exactly. That's the minimum.
Okay. This is from Victor. Anything for low back training? Maybe we got to do a low back training video.
For lower back?
Yeah, for lower back.
What I usually do, I do a lot of back levers.
Okay.
Yeah, and even squats too, like doing heavy squats, that works on the lower back, honestly.
Okay. All right, so squats and front levers, that's what you do
front
for your...
levers and back levers.
Okay.
Back levers usually get the lower back.
This is from Branch. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Branch. What's your weekly routine looking like these days?
And it's whatever. I like a challenge, you know, like people like to stick to the same routine every day. I don't do those. I like to work out with different people. If you guys check out my channel, you see that I'm always working out with different people to get different ideas for different workouts. If you do the same routine all the time, especially not to brag, but at my level, if I keep doing the same routine all the time, my body's not gonna grow because it's already used to those routines.
All right, but give him an example though. He's saying, what's your weekly routine? Give him an example of a you know, what you do doing. Give him an example.
Before I got here, I would say like what I love to do is pick certain days to do certain things. Like on a Monday, if I'm doing close grip, everything is close grip. So I'm doing I'll first do the palm together, you know, then the diamonds for the push-up, and the diamonds, and then, you know, I also like when I'm doing diamond push-ups. Like to get the core engaged. Same thing, I'll do like close leg squats, and with the close grip, I'll do the close grip pull-ups, and I'll switch the grip. I'll do sets of that too. Just switching, everything's close grip. Another day, everything's wide grip. So wide pull-ups, switching the grips too. Wide, doing 10 reps of those of each in sets, and also wide push-ups, you know, with wide squat. And another day, I'll just do regular with one arms. So regular pull-ups, regular push-ups, regular squats with the one arm push-ups, one arm pull-ups, and the pistol squats. So that's how I used to do my routines.
Okay. All right. This is from Peter. Any injuries so far? Any injuries this year?
Yeah, man. A lot of
The bugs is getting you. Let's walk over here, man. The bugs is getting you.
A lot of tendinitis, I'll say, right here, and also on the knees from like doing squats. So
Okay.
that's why I laid off the one arm pull-ups, and we just did a video, isometrics. So isometrics really help from to me personally, doing isometrics helps prevents injuries. Like, you know, it's the best way. Like, let's say you're injured, if you just work on the isos, you'll get stronger, you know. So
Okay. This is from Meepo. Once again, 72 grams of protein a day is very low. No, he's saying 72 grams a day is very low. He's 5'9", 70 kg. That's about what, 150 pounds. He's trying to get to 160 grams of protein a day. But if you get 72 grams, you look like the man. So what do you think about him, 160 grams of protein?
that could work for him.
Okay.
Like I said, everybody's body is different. You know, I tell people what I do, how I eat, but that doesn't mean you should follow it. My body type is different from your body type. You might need to consume more protein to get to where you want to get to. I might need to consume less. Our bodies are different, you know, like, so it's not like, hey, if you don't get this amount of protein, you're gonna be skinny. Nah, some people might just need that. Some people are satisfied with 72 grams, some people need more. And like I said, that's the minimum amount of protein I'm getting. That doesn't mean that's how much I get a day.
Okay. It says, also Meepo says he gets his protein, somebody says he gets his protein from fish. Meepo, he gets his protein from fish. And he says, what do you think about the black lentils? People be sleeping on those.
Yep. People sleep on the black lentils, man. I feel like that's the best source of protein, period. You know, like, most natural source, and honestly very low in saturated fats, because like I said in the video we did in the past, you know, all these meats have saturated fats, which is not too bad, but it's like, you know, if you're really trying to get that lean definition, it's always good to go on a natural plant-based diet.
Okay. Wheel Gun Fanboy, he says when he does chin-ups, he gets a very sore wrist. Why is that?
Chin-ups?
What would you guess? Yeah, chin-ups. What would you say to that? Maybe he's not gripping the bar right, or you can't say. Tell him so. See a doctor or something, therapist?
I would definitely say see a doctor.
Yeah.
That looks like a medical issue right there.
Yeah. Can't help you out with that one, Wheel Gun Fanboy. Yeah. Training and diet.
Yep, not injuries.
Yeah, Bam is not a doctor.
Yep.
But thanks for the question, though, Wheel Gun Fanboy, man. You know, go see a doctor or a therapist, my brother. Okay, this is from Jetum. Best chest in the game. 70 grams of protein. There you go. Best chest in the game, y'all. He comes again with the 70 grams of protein. We already spoke about the protein, you know. So he says it's very low. Yeah, he's saying it's very low, 70 grams.
That's the lowest I get. There's days, like when I say that too, like there's days I do intermittent fasting. Or you know when people do the, you heard, I know you heard about this, like people doing the 1 meal a day. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's days where I do that stuff. So that's what I'm talking about. That's the lowest amount I'm getting.
Right.
When I'm just eating that once a day. So I don't do it every day, but there's days where I do it because I like to cleanse my system. So that's the lowest I'm getting a day. That doesn't mean that's what I get on a regular day. You know, I'll do the calculations for y'all though on what I get on a regular day. Okay,
this is from Dario. How often do you work out?
It depends on the week, but it's usually like 4 to 6 days a week. On the busy week, I'll say like 3 to 4. On a week where it's like I don't really have much to do, I go for 6.
Okay, this is from Greg Greg wants to see a picture of you when you just started calisthenics to see how much you gained.
Okay.
So maybe you'll be post that on your Instagram, maybe.
Yeah.
So check his Instagram out. Okay.
I'll do a before and after video on my YouTube too.
All right. Links his Instagram and YouTube will be in the description box, so you know.
I can send Good Money the picture, and he just puts it after the video.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. This from Hood Entrepreneur. Is anxious to see your what's your workout regimen. Is anxious to see your workout regimen, man. What's your workout regimen? You already answered that, I believe, but speak more on your regimen.
Yeah, like I said, that's how I started. I was switching the grips every day, you know, and also like there's weeks where I do explosive, where I just do you know, nothing but explosive push-ups, explosive pull-ups. I like to do full body. You know, I don't do, oh, today's push day, tomorrow's back day. Even though that's what I do post a lot of content like that on my YouTube. That's just to show y'all what to do on those days, because I do the videos for y'all, not for me. You know what I'm saying? But my workout regimen, like what I do, usually I do full body every day. I try to hit every single, not every day, like every time I work out, I try to hit every single part of my body. You know, some days I put more focus on the legs. Some days I put more focus on the upper body.
All right, I don't think I got Hood Entrepreneur. I think I got your question right. He's anxious to see something. I'm sorry, Hood Entrepreneur. Maybe you asked that question again. If y'all got some more questions for Bam, just leave them in the comments section below. I'll ask them again. We're going to do another Q&A. And also look for, you know, a vegan joint where he talks more about, you know, being vegan and all that. So thank y'all for y'all questions, man. Y'all got more. Once again, leave them in the comment box.
We might do some grocery shopping.
Yeah.
Looking forward to a lot of stuff.
Thanks a lot, Bam.